Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 2015 Mod Showcase with me, Kevin Sawyer. And I've got a nice little placeable for you guys, and it is the Abfallmodpack by the modder of the name of Susie28, and it's a big pack. I'll go into the details with you guys, but let's just quick look around the facility before I go in. Details. It's quite large, as you can see. Let's quickly fly up a bit more. It takes up pretty much the size. If I'm on my Sovsnoka map here, and as you can see, it takes up pretty much the size of a field. So it's quite a large placeable, but it is a placeable nevertheless. I'm going to go into detail how to use it and what comes in the pack. So let's go into the boring nitty gritty. Let's just fall back down to the ground quickly, and I'll show what's in the pack. So in the pack, the version I'm running, by the way guys, is version 1.0. So this may change in future aspects, so the modder may come in and make some alterations to the mod. So if you're watching this video at a later time, please bear that in mind. But anyway, so obviously go to the mods category placeables. Oh, not that one. Try the other one. Mods category placeables. It's in two places. It's in placeables, but I find it's easy if you're going to the UPK. Wrong one. No, wrong one. Okay. Placeables. There we go. It is a UPK, so it works with UPK as well. So you'll need that mod as well to go with it. But in the pack, you get these here, which is the rubbish collection points, and they cost what, £5,000 or whatever you're working in, and £1 per day to maintenance. Oh, sorry, wrong clicked. Sorry, so there's nothing in per day in maintenance, and they cost £5,000 to buy. Now you've got two triggers. This is just one trigger here, and then the main factory itself. The trigger obviously costs £1 per day in maintenance and £1 to buy. And the actual facility is not cheap. The facility itself costs £100,000 to buy, and £2,500 per day in maintenance. And also in the pack, you don't necessarily need it, but if you've already got the Kyoto Universal trailers, like I have, it will work with those. But in the pack, you will get as well slurry tankers. If I go over to it, that as well, that comes in it. But you can use your standard Kyoto Universal trailers, like I said, and they're all the same price anyway, so there's no benefit to buy that against the ones you've already got. But anyway, I digress. So obviously we'll just quickly go back into the placeables again. As you can see, it's straight away standard placeable, which you can plonk down as long as it's fairly flat. Again, it's quite large, so you need to bear that in mind. Same goes for everything else. And if you're wondering about these guys, when you buy them, they come as little collection stands. So I'll show you how they work. So you plonk them any way you like. I've got mine already situated sort of like around the town, there and thereabouts. But let's just roughly plonk it there. But obviously, when you get to it, it's empty. Also, in the pack, if I go to category vehicles, I think it's in vehicles, or is it in trucks? It might be trucks. There we go, it's in trucks. So in the pack as well, you get this truck, and that costs £138,000 to buy, and £200 in maintenance per day. So that all comes as part of the pack. Again, like I said, you don't necessarily have to use the tipper trailers, but I'll show you how to use it. But first of all, I'll cover the this bit that the let's bring up the menu first, that you need to incorporate. Obviously, as you can see, at present time the fill level is empty, but you can just like advance time if you want. So let's just advance time a little bit just to get it up and away. So there we go. In fact, what I'll do is advance time right round to the next morning. There we go, and it's 100% full. Now it's a bit glitchy, admittedly. It doesn't always work, but you get the idea. Anyway, so let's quickly drive around and grab some of the rubbish ones that I've already got, or rubbish bags that I've already collected. And what this facility will do is it converts the rubbish into fertilizer for you guys. So obviously once you get to, you'll see it more or less pop up. Drive your vehicle up to the pickup point. The texture's not too bad. It's not great, but the detailing's there. I'll quickly show you what the vehicle looks like once I get to the next point. I've just literally got a few set up around here, so it's just another little extra thing which you can incorporate into your farm. One thing I will say, if you've got a farm that's already got quite a few field types on it already, and even if you're running on a plus 64, it can push it over the 128 field type. So bear that in mind, guys. It's probably going to lend itself to maps that have not got many field types in it. So those maps that have got standard grain, etc, 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 and anything else that hasn't, there's not going to be a conflict to it, i.e. Ross and Fowler mods and stuff like that, because they also count as a field type. Let's quickly just drive up here. I'm sure, unfortunately, unlike the mail delivery mod, which I also covered, it doesn't show you whereabouts you left your collection points. So you just got to roughly remember. I roughly dotted a few around here. So if you just, again, like I said before, if you just park your vehicle up roughly next to it, it should automatically start unloading. And we'll quickly just jump out the vehicle, and I'll have a quick show you what the details of the vehicle itself. It's a Mercedes lorry. Again, details ain't too bad, and when you start filling up, this little chap appears in there. Let's just quickly just fly up, and inside there, fly inside the rubbish tip cart and get crushed. But you can see the bags slowly just appear in the back there. He's just like throwing the bags in. Anyway, I digress. Let's jump back in the vehicle and go around and collect some more rubbish. I'm not going to not wait till this thing's full. But this should just start to unload them anyway. There we go, they're nice and empty. I think there's a few more around the back of this, is there? I think, maybe. No, maybe not. It's next door, I left it. A few more. Whoops. Midfoot Kev strikes again. Quickly collect some of their rubbish while we're at it as well. It's okay, that's some more than a, well, it's a bit, it's a start. Again, like I say, you might want to place a few around, but just remember where you placed them. We'll drive this back to the point. Whoa! You don't crash along the way. It's a problem. Sometimes the vehicles tend to lend themselves to having a wheel, not keyboard driving. So I use my wheel. It seems to handle a bit better on the wheel. So I'll quickly show you the placeable sell point first before I show you how the facility works. It's just a basic sales point. All you need to do is reverse up to it and then sell. Just tip and then away you go. Just cut across there. And I'll show you how this works. So quickly just get out the cab so I can see what I'm doing. It basically just literally reverse up to it and you should see the tip marker come up. Oh, it also unloads like that and it starts generating income, but I don't want to sell it all, so leave that part there for now. The beacons also work on the vehicle. I believe the hazards also work, as well as the brake and reverse lights. Yeah, so they will work. Lights will work as well. Shut that off quickly and I'll show you the next part of the operation. So for this facility to work properly, you're going to need water and diesel. So first of all, I'll show you where the water goes in here first. Just get rid of that quickly. So here, now you can either use a front loader to pick it up, or you can just reverse your vehicle into there. But any vehicle that takes fertiliser, it will fill it up off the back. I've come in the wrong way around. Over here is the water point. Actually, I might be able to just drive around sly enough. This might work. This might not work. There it goes. Just caught it. So fill that up with water while that's filling. Go and grab the other one. Oops. Try that again, Kev. Right. So you drive this one up to this point. And reverse it onto this bit here. And this should then give you a chip symbol to start putting your diesel in. So away you go. It should start to fill. There we go. And that'll fill it up with diesel. That should still be filling up. And then you've got a little information board just over here. So you just come up to this panel, and then if I bring up the menu, you'll see what the statistics are for how much your fuel levels are. so almost fill up with water and almost fill up with diesel. So I'll just go and grab the, while they're doing that, I'll quickly go and grab the truck over here. Fire that up. Bash the trailer out of the way. Oops, and crash the truck at the same time. And once you get to a point, again, dump it, and it should start to unload into that facility. And we'll quickly make sure that's still, if it's not already empty. It's already empty, cool. Right, shut off quickly. And that should be also, nope, it's full, it's filled up, so let's quickly shut that off. Let's quickly check the panel. And it's more or less filling up the rubbish, so, well, it might take quite a fair amount, but once it gets to a certain point and you're happy, if you just fast forward a little bit of time, again, we'll just quickly increase time so it starts to work. There we go. So once it kicks into life, as you can see, it starts to burn off all the rubbish, and over time you'll find it starts producing fertilizer. And that's where you can get your fertilizer from. So if we fast forward a bit more, and just get some more in there. Again, this is just a demonstration, so it's not going to fill it right up. It'll give you an idea of how it works. So once that gets some fertiliser in it, just quickly slow down time again. You then can grab your any sort of like fertiliser trailer you come to hand. So just quickly jump in this one. And grab a fertiliser tanker. This is where I'll probably be either eating my own words whoops. Try that again, Kev. And again. You should be able to just pull up to it and fill it up. If not, you may need your front loader. You can see it's still burning away there. So you can either do it either way, you can either do it with a front loader. You should be able to fill it from here as well. He says, hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe you do need your front loader. I thought this worked as a tip point as well, but it doesn't. Right, yeah. Never mind. You do need your front loader for this to work, so you will need a front loader up on here. So quickly grab one from the farm here. I think it's on the other type of trailer that you can overload it onto it. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Where have I left the equipment? I think it's all over here. There it is. Cool. Cool beans. Oops, crash. Crash. Control. Bring up the fronts of that. Get rid of the big control box. No. I'll get rid of it. Thank you. Whoops. Try not to crash. My badges have. There we go. That might have been the reason why it might not have been all the way in. Let's quickly test that theory. Might not have been all the way home. We'll back that up right into it and see what happens. No, makes no odds of difference. No. Okay, so you definitely need your front loader for that to work, or an overloadable fill type. And then you just fill up your little fertilizer bowsers like that, and that concludes the Abfallmodpack. I hope you enjoyed this mod showcase. If you did, please don't forget to like, and if you're new to my channel and want to see future mod showcases and anything else that I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.